My name is Erica Elrod, and myself and my group are going to be talking about Jessica Alba's Honest Company today. This brand is a brand of non-toxic products for pregnant mothers, for babies, for beauty products for women. And the reason that this business came about was because Jessica saw an issue in the market and her needs were not being met, so she thought, as an entrepreneur, I'm going to start something that not many other people are doing. So the reason that Honest Brand Company came about was because of issues like Jessica being sickly as a child. She was in and out of the hospital a lot with asthma and allergy issues, and even at a young age she knew like something has to change. She knew that there was a reason why she was being triggered in these ways, and so even at a young age she was sparked with this creativity of what she could do to help the world. When Jessica became pregnant, she had a baby shower, and just like other mothers, she received all of her baby clothes, and she said, well, I need to wash these clothes before the baby gets here. Someone suggested a detergent for her to use, and it actually broke her out in hives, and it terrified her, and she said, if this is going to do this to my skin, what could it do to my baby? And she was scared about the baby's throat closing up and all of that. So she said, okay, I'm going to do my research and figure out what is it that would cause these reactions? And as she did more and more research, she realized that there's things labeled as fragrances in products that are actually extremely toxic for humans, especially babies. And so that is where the birth of this company came from. She has done tons of research and has really shaped and formed products that are beneficial to women, babies, for anybody really that wanted to go on a non-toxic route. Next, I'm going to let Miss Keisha talk about why Honest Brand is unique.
Hi, I'm Keisha Nawasu, and the Honest Company hires students fresh out of college, and Honest creates products that is non-toxic for the generation. They have products for like skin acne, eczema, skin rash, and Honest doesn't make products they want to make, rather ones their customer demands. So they are really into making everything safe, healthy, and fun, and stylish life. And Honest is this online store that gets feedback from customers to create their mistakes. So they get feedback, and then if they see a problem, they correct it. And next is Beverly.
Okay, thank you, Keisha. Okay, so we're going to look at the evolution of Honest Company. Jessica Alba began her company in 2009. She went and searched for investors and did not have much luck with that. So it took her from 2009 to 2012 to find an investor, and Maverick's going to talk more about that. She pitched the company to several investors, was not successful. In 2012, she had 17 products that she offered, and they offered a online delivery service that would deliver baby wipes and diapers to the home, and they had sales in that first year of $10 million. By 2016, they were up to 135 products, including toothpaste, vitamins, detergents, and sales reached $150 million. And they also added their products within 4,000 retail stores. In 2017, they struggled with some inferior products, which Maverick is going to talk about when we discuss challenges. And they had a lawsuit that they had to settle, and so sales declined in 2017. In 2018, they got additional funding, and they decided to focus more on their baby and beauty products and more of a global focus. In 2019, they returned back to their core products, and the company began seeing a rise in sales again, and it currently is valued at $1 million. Maverick is going to talk to us about challenges.
Okay, so some of the challenges Jessica Alba faced, she was just labeled as an actor. Nobody kind of really believed that she could be an entrepreneur or that she had a $1 million idea. She was turned down by members of the Congress. Like I said, people just didn't believe in her. She went through multiple investors and they all fell through. They even got sued, as Beverly mentioned. They made a product, the sunblock, and it was just not made with the same format that most of her products were known for, which that was to obviously, better for your face, or products that doesn't harm you or your family. And unfortunately, they got to an incident where they were making sunblock, and it didn't turn out. They ended up having to pay it off. Some of the challenges that she decided to overcome. She overcame sickness as a young child, as Erica mentioned. She took 86 hours of acting classes all in the summer so she could still go to school. That was obviously in her younger days. She never gave up on her quest beyond fame. She was known in the business for being an actor, but she just didn't want to only be known for that. She also took matters into her own hands, as we read in there, how she got to be a billionaire. She was doing pop-up tents, and she was very hands-on with whatever she did, whether it was a material placed sideways or a label that wasn't turned right. She made sure everything was looking good and fresh. And she even was on an interview with some guys one time, and during the pop-up tent, there was signs missing and the price was not right. And so she took it upon herself to go out there and make sure everything was looking good and nice. To finish it off, we got 5-year growth, and Beverly's going to come back up here and talk about it.
Thank you, Maverick. So where do we see Honest by 2025? The company will grow. Like I said, in 2018, there was a private investor that gave $200 million, and they're going to focus more on globalization and to reach out globally with their health and wellness products. And Honest is going to focus again, like I said, on baby and beauty products, those core products. And they have a goal of more women in leadership roles. There are currently 200 plus women that are employed with the Honest Company, and 65% of those 200, I said that wrong, there's 200 people employed with the Honest Company, and 65% of them are women, but only 3 of the 9 executives are women. And so Jessica's wanted to launch a program that would help women become leaders and become administrators. And this program was called Women Excelling in Leadership and Living. So that's what we will see in 2025, more global sales, more focus on those baby and beauty products, and more women in leadership roles. What are some of the lessons learned that we learned from Jessica Alba and her Honest Company is to have patience. She started with her program in 2009, and it took 3 years before her idea became a reality. Also is stick with the mission. She varied from her mission, as Maverick said, and she came up with an inferior product, the sunblock, which resulted in a lawsuit. And so she fell beneath her customers' expectations, and they lost sales because of that. Third, we want to maintain high quality, and that's as our company grows and you get more products, then you need to make sure that your newer products as well as your older products maintain that high quality standard. Offerings, you need to evaluate your offerings and make sure that you don't offer more products than you can handle. As a company grows, you want to offer more products to keep that in the maturity and not the decline stage, but we want to make sure that those products are of good standards and good value. And to not be afraid to assess our failures. Don't be afraid to step back, look and see what you've done, and as we grow, then we change as we grow as a company, and we want to make sure that we're heading in the right direction and have the right perspective as a company. So now here are our references that we used for this presentation, and Erica is going to close it up for us.
Thank you, Beverly. So as you can see, Honest Brand Company is the perfect example of where Jessica Alba saw a gap in the market, she saw an issue, and she created a solution. She is the picture perfect image of an entrepreneur. She faced challenges, she overcame, and now she's running a very successful business that sets her apart from the rest of the industry that is using toxic products for babies and women and men and everyone alike, and she's created her solution. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and ring that bell.